Hi, and welcome back to Weber's Cuisine. Here we have the movie Asterix and Obelix. I was about 22, 23 at this time, so about 26 years ago. At Asterisk'S and Obelisk's, I worked there for like, I think 13 years, and I'll just guide you through it. Asterisk's and Obelix was named after the Asterisk's and Obelix comic book. It was the owner's favorite comic book, John Bach Sørensen. John is from Denmark. I'm from Denmark. I moved to America when I was 19, and I lived there for 24 years. John is he was the world champion in 1986 in France. And I worked for him in Denmark since I was 15. I chose to work for him because he had so much, because he was the world champion, and I figured I could learn a lot, and which I did. So thank you, John. This is John and Tracy right here. They're talking about the business. We got Richard in the background. And this is the rotisserie we used in the restaurant in Denmark, and then we have I believe that's Sarah and me when I was young, and I believe this is another Richard over here. I can't remember your name, sorry buddy. Chopping some tomato concasse, and give that some celery root. Here we got in the big pot on the stove, there's that one, that is veal stock, and we'll use that to make all the sauces, a puff sauce, and we got a red wine demi-glace. Tomato concasse, that's a old school.
Practice, practice, practice.
Practice, practice, practice. It's a close-up of some greens, and see me slicing some ginger. We do a firecracker spring roll on the menu, which is with fried wontons, tiger shrimp, and Asian veg like a bok choy, napa cabbage. I believe there's some bean sprouts and alfalfa sprouts in it, ginger, Thai peanut sauce, or Thai style peanut sauce. You'll see if you continue to watch, you will see the plating of it later in this video. Here we have the walk-in fridge. We have some T-bone steaks, ribeye, so hanging for curing. Delicious. Some asparagus, some horseradish, some scraps, some beans, lamb. What else we got here? I think some smoked salmon, some fish, and smoked salmon there, yeah. Salmon, whole salmon. That's how we did it in the old days. We'd get fish in whole and then we'd actually butcher them ourselves. Unlike today, where it comes pre-cut. Here's one of the prep guys slash dishwasher. I can't remember his name, but he's cleaning some shrimp. But I know he's from Brazil. So sorry if I don't. Sorry, buddy. Shrimp shells, we'd save those and make stock on them. Very nice. Or shrimp bisque. Potatoes, freshly peeled. Here's John's diploma from France and Tracy's business diploma. Yeah, the fire system in the States, well, if you live in the States you know this, but for the European watchers, you have to actually pull the switch. It doesn't just go off when there's smoke or heat. So this is in the daytime, and then we'll see the whole evening and night and finish. This is a walk through Asterisk's. Asterisk's and Obelisk's. A couple of years later, he actually had to change the restaurant had to change the spelling of the name because it was spelled exactly the same way as the comic book, and they heard about the restaurant and they were gonna sue. They never did. We just changed the X to K's. But yeah, that's life. There's John, Doc Sorensen, and Richard. And we got Sarah. That red building next door is Firehouse Pizza, or it used to be. The Firehouse Pizza. It used to actually be a firehouse, and Asterisk's and Obelisk's used to be a garage, hence the big garage doors. Used to be, yeah, a gas station and everything out front. Good old Newport. I believe today it's all been Asterisk's and Obelisk's Asterisk's been torn down, and the firehouse has been turned into a B&B or something like that. But yeah, that's the last I know. It's about 4 years since I've been there. I moved back to Denmark in 2018. We got the bar from above, and here's Sarah again. There's young me. Oh, I spilled it out. Okay. I'll fix that later. This is Thames Street. And, across the street, the green building, that is the Protective Club. I'm sure it's still there. Chopping some asparagus. And Sarah is helping prepping some herbs. Here I'm making some bread. I believe it's a... I can't remember exactly. I think it's a bread with walnuts. Like molasses and walnuts and yeah. And then we're gonna roll the breads out with some regular flour and some, I believe it's cornmeal on the bottom. This, I believe, makes four loaves of bread, I think. Yeah.
Top nice, you can record it.
Yeah, I started baking when I was 17 in Denmark at Asterisk'S and Obelisk'S. No, sorry, at Newport R.I. As a restaurant named after the town that Asterisk'S is now located in. But yeah, we used to do a lot of baking. It's kind of fun watching this. This is about 26 years ago.
The tender
I don't remember it all,
the tender
but
stems we
it's
can
kind of
keep.
fun.
As soon as it gets...
See if I remember the dishes. John and don't know who that is. Don't remember. And yeah, it's my dad who's filming, Carl Weber. I might put you in the credits. He doesn't want me to, so I probably won't. But we'll see. Yeah, Asterisk'S and Obelisk'S opened in 1995, and I think it closed in 2017, 2016. I'm not sure. 17. I think it was 2017.
Yeah, I think so. Wow.
We are making a little.
See how it's like, see that? It means that it's really nice.
To get close up with it. No, the guy, not the thing.
I'm making a little fun of my dad, but that's okay.
Yes.
All right, made 6 loaves, I guess. These ovens are just regular I think they're a convection oven, but you know, so I'm just gonna be spraying with some water just to give it a little. Just a little bit of water on top. A little bit of extra flour mixed with some salt. It's a reservation book. I believe he said we had, must have been like 80 on the books. This is some chicken. I can't remember. Chicken masala maybe? Don't remember her name either. Sorry. Many years ago. Maybe Jenny. I don't know. She looks like a Jenny. Yeah. It's definitely Richard. Last name, or maybe a Chris. Nah. Don't know. Well, anyway.
That's rare.
We got a sirloin steak. I can see that much. Yeah. We got some sauteed vegetables, maybe some onions, and that one's tough. What else we got here? It's a full restaurant, so that's got to be about 60 to 80 guests out there. Would be my guess. I don't really know, but I know the restaurant could sit about 80 people. We have you can see the guests out there. Open kitchen. I just love that kitchen, and I miss that a lot. What do we got here? What do we got here? We got the back kitchen. We got the cold station and the hot station. Yeah, it's all just one big station. Some pans for the dishwasher to pick up. And we got a salad there. And a fire, there to the left you could see a firecracker spring roll, but we'll come back to that. The dishwasher, that was Jose. We got the waitress to the Cindy, and this is Cindy, Richard. That's the firecracker spring roll right there. With wontons, bean sprouts. Yeah. 86 bass. That would be probably striped bass. 86 is a term you use when you run out of something. It's an old military term, I think, or police term that just means you're out. So you write 86. Anyway, most people in the restaurant business in America know that, but in Europe they have no idea what it means. Cindy, hey. And that's Perry behind the bar. Oh yeah, and the Asterix and Obelix was BYOB when the first couple of years when it was open. That means you could bring your own booze, you bring your own wine. Here's the key lime pie. So the guests, they bring their own drinks, whatever it may be, and then we have some soft drinks and coffee and yeah, and that worked pretty well. Okay, what do we got here? Let's see. Tracy and Cindy and Tracy Tarigo. She's the John's wife and the part owner. This is I think that's a crepe souffle. That is on the disc is a filet mignon with the gaufret potatoes, mashed potatoes, and I believe it's a red wine demi-glaze. And right now he's plating, I believe, is brandad, cod brandad with the, you can't really see it right now, but maybe we'll come back to it. It's a brandad with cod and grilled shrimp. And I think that also had the red wine demi-glaze. Oh, that's the filet. That is a grilled salad. No, this is the crab cake setup with the Belgian endive, some salad, some radicchio, and a tartar sauce. On the red plate, or with the red underlined plate, there's it's a grilled salad. It's also endive, arugula. It comes with olive oil and then shaved Asiago. Maybe you'll see me plate it in a minute, I believe. Yeah, this one right here. Grilled endive, arugula, radicchio. Gets a little lemon juice, olive oil, pepper, and a little bit of salt. And then it's finished off with the shaved Asiago cheese or a Parmesan. And this girl, I think that's also Cindy, but I don't remember her name at all. I've tried. Okay, here's the firecracker spring roll. So fried wontons. Oh, it comes with a fancy title. How fancy of me. And then gets the sauteed shrimp. And then there's a saute of Asian stir-fried, like a stir-fried vegetable kind of thing. I believe it's bok choy, like Napa cabbage, bean sprouts, cilantro, sesame oil, soy kind of thing. Yeah, there it is. I don't remember 100%, but that's pretty close. Maybe some fresh squeezed lime juice, I think. And then gets a layer of, maybe it gets a layer of get some more wontons on top, maybe, or no? Yeah. Yep. Some more wontons. So the idea is it's an exploded spring roll, in case you didn't get that. And again, it's that Thai peanut sauce, bean sprouts, and topped with alfalfa sprouts. Indeed. Some fresh chopped cilantro. And then pick up, guys. Yeah, we got a full restaurant. That's pretty neat. This is all built and designed by John and his wife Tracy. They did most of the work themselves. John would work another job, and then he would, after work or before work, come here and work on the place. And of course, he had some help with some carpenters and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Tracy, the hostess. And there's two servers tonight. I can't remember their names, and I'm very sorry. It's just too long ago. Goes a little. I guess it got a little too busy for him, so we kicked my dad out. Now he has to film from the outside. Nah, I'm just kidding, of course. It's actually funny, my dad came to visit me from Denmark, and he spent a whole day just filming this. There we go. Hey, Dad. Hey, Jose! Good job, man. Oh, these people, they don't really know that they're being filmed. Well, like, kind of funny. Ooh, what a zoom in. Well, they all look like they're having a good time, so that's good. Perry holding up the bar. Yeah, man, go Perry. This is an old dessert. It was a chocolate silk mousse. It was like a silk cake with a, if I remember correct, with an almond, like an almond cake, almond, like a marzipan kind of cake, and then a silky soft chocolate mousse on the inside with was made with lots of chocolate and honey and butter, and it was served with meringue on the side. Baked, not baked meringue, just meringue. Here's another salad. I think that's a grilled portobello salad. Hard to say. And that, ooh, some fire. Careful! Anyway, salmon, crispy salmon over an orzo risotto with the grilled asparagus and a red wine demi-glaze. And there's the shrimp brandade you just saw. The floor, the tiles on the floor was actually painted on. It was just cement. It's kind of cool. I think that's Cindy. I'm not sure. If you see this, sorry. Richard Gublio. Look at that. Who's that? She was cute. Ah. We got some branda. It's hard to see. Some cut brandades and with shrimp. Some portobello with some mussels, I think. Grilled portobello salad. Oh, I'm pointing at it, but you can't see where I'm pointing. With Asiago over arugula with a balsamic vinaigrette. John and Tracy also opened a bakery on Spring Street a few years later after they opened Asterisk's. And the name was Boulangerie Obelisk's. And I would, on my way to work every day, I would drive by and pick up breads and baguettes, so we no longer had to make that at the restaurant. But we had opened for lunch, I believe. All the waitresses are wearing black and the waiters are wearing white. It's interesting, I don't know why, just kind of funny. But in the kitchen we're all wearing just white, so we were a little busier, so that worked out fine. And in return we would make soup and sandwiches, and I think we made pies and stuff like that, cakes, desserts. That was a little more complicated. And then I'd bring that to the boulangerie on my way home from work. So that was pretty neat. The bakery closed. They shut down the bakery a few years before they closed the restaurant. And I believe the reason was they wanted to have something. With the restaurant and the boulangerie, they were very busy, so they wanted to spend more time with their kids that were getting older, and they opened another business called I think it's called Picnic. It's up on the Bellevue. Sorry, I've been in Denmark too long. It's up on the Bellevue, across from the Viking Hotel, and this is still in Newport, Rhode Island, and that seems to be working for them. So that's great. Asterisk's and Obelisk's was invited to come and cook at the James Beard House in New York. I don't remember when. I just remember we prepped for a while, for a couple of days. We were cooking a saddle of lamb. That's all I remember. And I remember we rented a van, and then me and John and Tracy and Richard and a couple, I think Richard's girlfriend and a couple other people, we went to New York. That big stock pot you saw on the stove, we had that full of stuff, and there was two people sitting in the back of the van, kind of crazy, and just holding on to that for, the drive from Newport to the James Beard House, about 3 hours. Just making sure, not that it was going to tip, but just making sure that it didn't tip. Yeah, no, that was a fun trip. And then we cooked for down there, and then we spent the night in New York, and we went back to the restaurant the next day and opened up for dinner service. Yeah, the good old days. Giada Laurentiis from the Food Network. This is back in 2007. She came to Newport and she filmed at the Asterisk'S and Obelisk'S, at La Forge Casino, and I think like 5 other places. Maybe not all in Newport, maybe in Rhode Island. And she did that for a show called, what was it called? It was called Weekend Getaway was the name of the show. Yeah, Weekend Getaway. I think that show ran for just the year of 2007, and she went a lot of places. So that was pretty cool. And you could check it out on, I guess you can go on the Food Network and find it. You don't have to look at that one exactly, and there might be some episodes on YouTube. Who knows? Well, good luck with that. Unfortunately, this is the only video of this length and the detail that I have of Asterisk'S from all 13 years. Okay, 86 bass, 4 special tunas, and 86 chocolate silk cake. That was a busy night. Yeah. Everyone's a little bit tired. Yeah. Good old Asterisk'S and Obelisk'S.
Doing this for the next 10 hours.
Trying classes forever.
We got the leathers on.
Okay.
Like, were these leathers in Europe?
Pants? Do we have leather pants in Europe? What a silly question. Of course we do. And this is